Nuts Kitchen. We're doing a little keto and low carb idea here. Got the grinder out. We're going to make sausage. Now you know you go to the store and on a serving of sausage you'll have 2, 3, 4, 5 carbs per serving. We're kind of allowed it's meat. It shouldn't be that way. How can you make low carb sausage? Italian sausage. Less than 1 gram of carbs per serving. That's what we're talking about. I've already pre-ground this meat. I ground it through this grinder head to get it a coarse grind. That way we can mix the stuff in and run it through again. Now, how do you make sausage? Well, I like to put a little bit of Lowry's in. I know, it has some sugar in it, but it's still, if you don't overdo it, it doesn't add very many carbs. I already put a little bit of Lowry's in there before I thought about this. And then something else I really love is fennel seed. If you're making sweet Italian, which is my favorite, you've got to sprinkle in a little bit of fennel. Don't overdo it. Then you get the McCormick Italian seasoning is one of the best I've found. I found some generics that are pretty good, but it's hard to tell you what they are and they're not always available. But the McCormick Italian seasoning, really good. I put in, to make a good Italian, 2 or 3 tablespoons, maybe a little more of that. And then of course you got to have some basil for sweet Italian. Use sweet basil. I put in probably another tablespoon and a half of that. And then being any kind of meat ingredient, you got to have a little black pepper. And yeah, I'd like it to be fresh crushed, but that's hard to do when you're making this much. Now, did I put in the salt? I can't remember. You got to have salt. Got to have some salt. Decent amount of salt. Okay. Now, the secret ingredient to making sausage, I'll tell you, I made a lot of sausage in meat departments. 6 years I worked in the meat department. We made a lot of sausage in there. And the biggest trick to making good tasting sausage, if you've ever tried to make homemade sausage and you said, oh, the flavor's lacking, let me go get you the secret ingredient. I'll be right back. I'm not making that much sausage, but I'm going to put in probably most, if not all, of this cup of water in here. And what the water does is it mixes in and blends the flavors. Without the water, the flavors can't really come out of the seasoning until you cook it. And you want the flavors to come out and blend before you cook it. So you put all that in there together, you get it all mixed up. Now, you'll be surprised that in meat, a whole cup of water will soak right in. You'll hardly be able to tell it's in there when you're done. Mix all that up. But I forgot something. I forgot a couple somethings. Let me tell you what it is. We need to have garlic and onions. And I went out and got me some nice fresh garlic. And I cut up a fresh onion. Yes, this is about the only carbs that's going to be in this, the garlic and the onions. When you spread that out to 6, 8, 10, well, let's see. I'd say there's at least 15 or 20 servings in there. You're talking very, very low carb. Probably less than 1 carb per serving. But heck, who eats a serving, right? And the way I'm going to put these in here is right through the grinder. Look at that delicious onion garlic mush. We're going to mix it in with what we've already got. And now we're going to run it through again. That's the nice thing about this grinder. When you're not actively grinding, you just let off the foot pedal and it stops grinding. Then away we go. Okay, we got that all done. We fried up a little piece to taste test. I cut up 2 whole pork butts that my wife bought at the store the other day. I made some steaks and some ground pork and some sausage and a couple of bones I'm going to boil up for soup broth. Take a look at all this. This is what we got out of it. This much ground pork, I don't know, 7 pounds maybe. Sausage, 5 or 6 pounds. Got all these nice pieces of pork steak off the good side where there is no bone. And then of course we got these 2 bones we can boil up for a little bone broth. Now let's see how that sausage tastes. My assistants can have a taste too and give their opinion. Assistant behind the camera doesn't want one?
Tastes really good.
I might have overdid it with the garlic. But that's okay, I love garlic.
Oh please, there's no
I'll
such
eat
thing
fresh
as
raw
too much.
garlic.
Ever.
That's a completely different flavor than dried spices, which is what I usually use. It really pops. And I'm betting after it sits for a while, and those flavors get to really blend with that water that's in there, ooh, this is going to be some good sausage. Be sure to like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Hi, this is Putnut. If you enjoyed that, click right over here for more low-carb recipes and reviews. And if you love the channel, please click right here to subscribe. It really helps. And thank you very much for watching. Please be assured we here at Putnut's Kitchen appreciate every minute you spend with us.